So here's if you don't have your phone, please grab them and then to help us to promote and spread the. Uh, so Brother Shen Rongbin, he is from Dongguan, Guangdong province in China, and he's going to let's see a news clip real quick. This is very interesting. So to a lot of people, I may be very not familiar with the area. So this is Dongguan, Guangdong province. So it's about this town called Mayong, and it's a kind of like a birthplace for the Canton's opera, and so it's full of culture, full of like history, and uh, so Brother Rongbin was titled the tricycle, and to bring bring materials to people. Brotherson, he is the head of the Taiwan Commerce in Guangdong area. So he he has been taking the lead to bring volunteers to serve the community. So in Guangdong province, it's not like they have a lot of chance to get to know Tzu Chi and to even experience the Tzu Chi love. So the brother Sun has lead people has share like if he they have created events and then to invite a lot of people. So he was sharing his his experience with doing Tzu Chi. So he was hoping to recruit more volunteers and then to get more people to participate in the Tzu Chi work. So but so you're saying that because when people don't know much about Tzu Chi, not familiar with Tzu Chi, is that they won't keep them in their mind. But once they really learn what Tzu Chi has done and what Tzu Chi is doing every day, they will have more chance to participate or to support Tzu Chi. So that is welcome, Brotherson. So so she's wondering, like, because Miss Brotherson is came back from Guangdong province. So why is it so many Gangshan is a local Kaohsiung city. Like, why are there so many local people like supporting him like that? So she's talking about this is how it's a story about how brothers and walk into the crowd and then to bring blessing to people around him. Dear Master, uh, Master Chen, dear Abu Master, and all the brothers and sisters, good morning. I am so blessed to be able to share with you. Holding a microphone, it's actually heavier than holding a hammer. Um, I have been living in Guangdong for over 30 years. Before I went Guangdong to make a living, I actually owed over 80 million Taiwanese dollars at the time as a business. So I was very fortunate that when I go to Guangdong province and we have been, we have seen, we have get some help, and we have noticed that the the hospital system, healthcare system in China at the time was not very good. Um, so we have came out with we have built our own hospital and then to get more so, so one so he even though with the hospital in place, they have suffered with like lack of professional, lack of like adequate stuff. So he thought about like using Taiwan City hospitals the way of practice. So they ask people um to do chanting for the disease. Within first 2 months, there were a lot of the younger generation just left the volunteer group. So, so he realized that he has to try different way to keep people in the city group. So 1 year he came back to Gangshan and then he was able to meet this couple. So they have a lot of those trees. They don't know what to do with them. And the Protestant was saying like, well, you have all these good trees. Why don't you just plant them? And he said that we don't have enough pots. And so Protestant was asking like, okay, so how many pots do you actually need? It's like about 168. And Protestant said that, I'll buy this for everyone. So they got 160 those pots, and each of them is about 3.6 meter in diameter. So and then you have to put all the soil in there and put the fertilizers in there, and then it's really heavy. Uh, It's difficult to nurture the very healthy tree, all those trees, and so so later on, there's like a volunteer is inviting him to go to Hualien to see Master. He was thinking in my head like, I have been so busy all my life, and I don't even have time to do my own physical exam. So I don't think I have time to go see. So so he went back to. Oh, he ended up before that he can go to see master. He has to go take his physical exam. So basically, what he did, and the doctor told him like, you are so lucky that you came to us to do your physical exam, because if you don't, by Chinese New Year, which is half years later, you might die. So that was very lucky of him to did his physical exam on time to really help him to live longer and healthier, and then to able to help other people. He was in the hospital for a heart surgery. Um, he said that life has been a lot of interesting thing happened, and then for him, like when before he went to China, like he has owed so much money because of the failure of business, and she brought a lot of money to invest in China and then to make a lot of money and do a lot of good things. So he said that when you do good things, um, you will always get rewards. The great how great you are, it depends on how big the vow that you make. And just remember, uh, cherish your your common affinity with Suji. This is such a good blessing. So uh, he has well, Sister Mary is saying that there are a lot more contents in the PPT. But probably because he's nervous, so he was not talk about all the stuff. Um, indeed, that a lot of people like when they come onto the stage, they were always nervous. And I said the good thing about being nervous is that you can still feel your heartbeat, which means still alive. So that's always a blessing. So we remember that years ago when he come back to visit, that they were talking about the life experience, and then he was mentioning about his heart surgery. I don't necessarily. So um, so you have seen that there's a lot of pot that he bought for Kaohsiung office, and then that's why like the brothers and sisters from Kansai who came out to support him because he really uh g- gave them a lot of support. And so how this sister and brothers and met was because back and again back to the pot flower pot incident at the time that they were in need to get about 160 pots. So it was a coincidence that he actually showed up in Kaohsiung at the time, and then he just brought that to them. And from that point on, every year, Broderson will go back to Gangsan's office to visit. So they have developed they have a developed very deep relationship. So when and then and when the Broderson needs to went to City Hospital for physical exam, she helped him to arrange all the necessary stuff, and it was really happy that he came because that exam I really saved his life. So it was a blessing for all of them. So she said that when you really give without asking anything in return and to put your heart in out there for other people, um, you not only gain a family, you also um, create a good blessing for yourself. and we really, really appreciate Brother Rongbin to share with us. So we are. Hmm? So we are. Uh, so here's the feedback from for toward the sharing. So we are hoping that if the sharing touches your heart, please um, leave in a common area, and then we will collect them and then to share with the sharing persons. This is the entire team for the Gangsan's staff team, so they will want us to show support. Thank you, Madison.
好，So thank you, Brother Yang. I'll take over from you.